Hey everyone, and welcome. Today is, let me cross this out, Monday, and we were going over income and payroll taxes for tonight's homework. So we wanted to go ahead and get started. So for number one, write an equation to show how to calculate the total amount Sam pays in payroll taxes. And so I needed to circle federal income tax, state income tax, and his other tax. So I need to add up $112.50 plus $24.25 plus $12.90. And that's going to be my equation. And so adding that all together, let me see, I'm going to put it on another sheet of paper so that I can line those up. So we look at over here, this is the total earnings. And then this is all the taxes, and then total taxes is going to go here, and then what does this pay after taxes? So I'm going to place this right here, and I'm going to have $112.50, and I want you, this is a really good review because we're going to, when we're adding decimals, we're going to line up those decimals. So I have $112.50, $24.25, and $12.90. Please make sure that you are lining up all the decimals and everything comes straight down when we're adding or subtracting. Remember that when we did this for the benchmarks, a lot of you missed the missed these answers because you didn't line up your decimals. So you're going to have 17 questions that deal with adding and subtracting decimals, multiplying and dividing decimals, and multiplying, adding, and subtracting fractions. So we took a look at the blueprint today, so please, please, please don't make those careless mistakes. All right, so as we add up, starting in the hundredths place value, 0 plus 5 plus 0 is 5. 9 plus, and I tried to make groups of tens, so 9 plus 1, I'll take a 1 out of there, is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16. Carry my 1. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So this equals to $149.65. So I'm going to bring this right over here, and this is equal to $149.65 is what I said. So this is what total taxes that Sam Brown pays out of his $800. So that's what's going to be taken out. So we're going to use your solution in exercise 1 to write an equation to calculate Sam's pay after taxes. So here we're going to take the $800, make my dollar sign, and I'm going to subtract $149.65. And what does that give me? Again, I have to line up my decimals. So I'm coming over here, and I'm going to have $800. Now I have to line up what some of you have done on that last benchmark that we just took. You forgot about this, and then you subtracted out without the decimal, and your answer was completely wrong. So please, again, you have a total of 800 holes with no change. So it's the decimal 00. Then I have 149 holes, and then 65 cents, or 65 hundredths. Now I can subtract out. Well, I'm going to look at this, and I have to start here. I can't take 0. I have 0, can't take 5 out of that, so I have to come borrow. I can't borrow until I come over to the 8. So now I can give it to this 10, and I can cross out, and it becomes a 9, because I'm giving this one the 10. I'll cross out, give the 10 over here, this becomes a 9. Cross this out, this becomes a 9, and give this place value, bring that 1 over. So now I can do 10 minus 5, just going to do it that way, so less confusion, is 5. 9 minus 6 is 3, and so my change will be 35 cents. 9 minus 9 is 0, 9 minus 4 is 5, 7 minus 1 is 6. And so I'm looking over here. So the pay after taxes is going to be $650.35. To check my work, remember that I'm going to do the inverse, so I'm going to add these together. $650, which is my sum, and I'm going to put that, add it to my add-in, $149.65. 5 plus 5, bring down my decimal. Remember when I'm adding or subtracting, I line those up. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry my 1. 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. Carry my 1. 9 plus 0 is 9 plus 1 is 10. Carry my 1. 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 1 is 10. Carry my 1. 6, 7, 8. So it checks out. My answer is correct. That it's going to get paid $650.35. Now on here it says, explain how you can calculate total earnings if you know the payroll tax and the pay after taxes. So here I know that the total earnings are the sum of my payroll taxes and my pay after taxes. So if we see over here, my pay after taxes is going to be the $650.35. My total taxes is $149.65, and we just showed our work when I did it over here. If I added, my total earnings would be the sum of the payroll taxes. So this is payroll taxes, the sum, which means I had to add all of those up. This is going to be the pay after taxes. This is going to equal to the total earnings. And so we just did that after checking our work. So does that make sense? So my total earnings, if I just add up, I have to add up all my taxes, which is the sum. Sum means I'm going to add them all up to get my total payroll taxes. Then I'm going to add up what it's after the pay that I get after I pay the taxes. That's going to give me my, and then we said the total earnings. What's another word for total earnings? There you go. It's gross income. That's before the taxes. Another one for pay after taxes. Remember that one? And what do we call that? That's right. Net income. So either one, you have to learn that terminology, and that's what those mean. All right, let's take a look at number 4. It says that the pay stub at this right here, Darla's earnings and the taxes this week. So Darla says her pay after taxes will be the amount greater than $600. So she says that her pay after taxes will be an amount greater than $600. Explain how you can estimate to decide if she's correct. All right, well, let's look at here. Let's estimate 119. 119 is going to be close to about 120. $30 will be $30. All right? And this is going to be about $10. So do you think that she's correct? She'll have pay that's going to be greater than $600. All right, well, let's double check. Now, I know that her total earnings, so we said her federal income tax is about, because we're talking about estimation, $120. And state income tax, again, in the state of Texas, the state doesn't charge us an income tax, but in several states in the United States, there are states that do. So state income tax is about, and we said it's going to be about $30. So let's just do this part right now. So 120 plus 30 equals, it's already 150. Well, let's look at this one here. The total earnings is 750. So I'm going to subtract. So 750 minus 150, and I just did that for the math's sake so that it'll be easier. And this is going to give me already 600. Well, I hadn't even subtracted out this 10 yet. So is she correct? She's going to have more than 600? No. So she's not correct, because then I'm going to subtract out the 10. So she's going to get a pay of $590. So she's not correct. She'll get a pay less than 600. So you can estimate about how much you would get, and she's a little bit off. All right, let's take a look at number 5. Adolfo earned $650 last week. He paid $97.50 in federal income tax. So he earned, circle, that's last week. He paid, which means I know I'm going to subtract, $97.50 in federal income tax. He paid 1/3, oops, there's a fraction. I'm going to make my fraction here, 1/3 that amount for state income tax and other taxes combined. So whatever it was, he paid 1/3 of that. What was Adolfo's pay after taxes? And explain how you got your answer. All right, so now let's take a look. He earned $650. He paid $97.50, and that's on the federal taxes, federal income tax. I'm going to put FIT, FIT, federal income tax. All right, he paid 1/3 this amount. So this here, he paid 1/3 of it. So I'm going to put divided by 1/3. Okay? So what is $97.50 divided by 1/3? Okay, remember, keep chicken fried, keep KC up. So 97, I'm going to move my work over here to this paper so that you can see it. This is going to be for number 5. I have $97.50 divided by 1/3. $97.50. We're going to keep, change, flip. So I'm going to change this to multiplication. I'm sorry. Okay, I set this up wrong. Let me fix this here because it's not right. I'm going to take 1/3 of, so it's 90.